Hey guys and Geigers, good to have you here. It's been a while. Today I'm going to take you through my latest manga haul right here on Gaijin Gai. Hey guys and Geigers, I am doing a haul video, which I haven't done in a while. Mostly manga, but I also wanted to show some of the books I got from the closing of Kurodahan Press, which is a publisher that was active here in Kumamoto for about 20 years. I think originally they were based in Fukuoka, but the publisher, Mr. Edward Lipset, beautiful human being, moved down to Kumamoto. And it's a bit of a trek from here, but it's a really nice area. They have some nice hot springs, and but really nice guy. And since he decided to close down his publishing, he had lots of samples of his books that were available for people who wanted them, and so I decided to go down and pick up a bunch, and I'm just gonna tell you about them. If you're interested in these, maybe you'll be able to find some used books somewhere on the net. These are volumes 1 through 4 of The Lair of the Hidden Gods. And one thing, so what Kurodahan Press focused on was English translations of Japanese genre fiction, a lot of fantastic fiction, horror fiction, etc. We have Tales by Dazai Osamu. We've got Rampo, Edogawa Rampo. Black Lizard, one of my favorite movies, is based on the story in here. We have a manga that they did, and the early cases of Akechi Kogoro, who is a famous kind of Japanese fictional detective. We have, let's see, science fiction. This is The Aranis Incident by Tanikoshi Ko. You know, I don't have my glasses on. Koshu. And then we have 3 issues of Speculative Japan, which is science fiction, etc., translated into English. Very, very, very important work done by this publisher. Post-war stories of Kojima Nobuo. Have short stories by Yasutaka Tsutsui. And this is, I'm not sure if this is the same, I don't think it's the same imprint, but I think it's the same publisher. He did some, these are some Lovecraft related and Chambers, Yellow King, and Lovecraft related books. It doesn't say Kurodahan has a different imprint on there. These books by Zoran Zivkovic, The 5 Wonders of the Danube and Impossible Stories, Part 1. The Red Star of Cadiz by Osaka Go. This looks like a murder mystery. Murder in the Red Chamber by Ashibe Taku. Really nice quality printing in these. Strokes of the Brush and Blade, Tales of the Samurai. And I believe this is a collection of different stories from Japanese creators, Japanese writers. Crystal Silence, Fujisaki Shingo. Mars, so science fiction, colonization. Also, when I was there, he gave me these 2001 Nights story by Hoshino no Yuki. Hoshino Yuki. Yuki what? What's this guy's? Yukinobu. Hoshino Yukinobu. Yeah, who is I have several of this guy's science fiction comics. He's really good artist and writer. So that was my trip to Yunomaya. They actually have a manga museum down there. It's quite cool. One of the earliest like caricaturists, guy that worked in like newspaper and publishing, called Nasu Ryosuke. His stuff is super amazing. It's just, he had such an eye and such a great line. Just a very, like, he could go from delicate to super bold, and did a lot of like characters of important political figures from post-war, pre to post-war era. So yeah, I mean, definitely there's a permanent exhibit of his stuff there, and then they do a revolving exhibit as well. So that was that trip. I stopped by there. And then just yesterday, there was a event as part of the MPO that I'm a part of, where members of the MPO were able to go and get copies of comics that they had like doubles and triples of for super cheap, like crazy cheap. Like, I don't even want to say how cheap, but I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got that was super cheap. Let's see. So I'm going to start with, I got a full run of Otoko Oidon in the regular Kodansha comic size. So that was one. I got all 9 issues of this. Who is calling me? I'll have to talk to you. Let's see. I got some other MATSUMOTO Leiji stuff. Honestly, I did pick up some stuff that I wasn't sure whether or not I had copies of. So I got volume 1 and 2 of this Crisis. But looking on my shelf, I realized that I did have volume 2, but I didn't have volume 1. So I ended up buying an extra. It's a really good shape though. Well, pretty good shape. Let's see, I got Yamabiko number 13. This is one where I'm pretty sure I only have the digital version, so I wanted to have the physical version. Then I got the Insectors, which I think also this is another one where I have the digital and not a physical edition. So I wanted to get this. Some of the things that I wanted to get, they did not have, so that was too bad. But let's see, what else did I get? Oh yeah, the Allegretto, Fumetsu no Allegretto. And it includes a discography. This is the story of who? But it was for a record magazine, Record Pal, Nekoparu. And it's about a composer. I think it's like nonfiction, collection of his nonfiction works. I don't think it's all about the same person. It's either about the songs or, yeah, it's about different composers, different music, so different records. So yeah, it's good to have, because I don't have it, and always trying to complete the collection. I got this set of Ozma. I do have Ozma, the Mushi Comics version of Denko Ozma, but I'd never seen this particular set before, so yeah, happy to get those. I think that's all my Matsumoto stuff. Let's look next at, I got some UMEZU. Oh, wait, no, there was one more. This is another one where I was pretty sure I only had the digital version, but actually I did have this. So, extra. I got a little bit of UMEZU Kazuo because I was like, what the heck is this? It's romance medicine, and it just looks very, it says Buckshow Comics, so like as if it's like a humor series, but I can't quite tell from the covers. But anyway, so those look weird and interesting. And then I got Black Cat Mask, also by UMEZU. So it says Weird Comics. And I got Onihime, the Devil Princess, also Weird Kaiki Comics. Let's see, where should I go next? Okay, let's look at the ISHINOMORI. Look at this. Earthman. I hate to tell you this, it looks like B-Man to me, but Earthman by the master ISHINOMORI. It's a one and done, so yeah, happy to get that. Let's see, I got a bunch of ISHINOMORI stuff. Not a huge amount. This is one that I've shown on the channel before. I think it was in one of the magazines that I introduced. But this is S-Pie. In other words, spy. It's a spy. It's another also one and done by Mushi Comics. It's a good one. Yeah. So, interesting stuff. Now this I haven't even looked at yet, but I'm super curious. It says, excuse me, it says Manga Kenkyukai. In other words, like manga study group, which, you know, a lot of times when they talk about Manga Kenkyukai, like we're going to do research on comics, this just means we're going to get together, look at comics, and draw comics, and make comics. And this has like how to make your own manga club, basically. This is quite cool. How to make your own manga club. It's like part 1, which the tools you need, and like how to, like your very first time getting everyone together, and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's interesting to have. I'm glad to have that. This was a weird one. This is also ISHINOMORI. Blue Zone. Blue Zone. This cover doesn't tell you anything. Blue Zone. What the heck is Blue Zone? I looked it up. I was thinking this might be really rare because there was only one copy of this, in the doubles. And other people were looking at me like, oh man, I wanted to get that one because I don't know what that is either. And, but I looked it up. It's actually like pretty cheap on the auction sites. And there's 2 volumes, one with a green cover, because Blue Zone. So yeah, seems like mid-career work. So let's see, I got, what's this? Time Hunter, The Time Hunter. Obviously a science fiction type of story. Sun Comics, yeah. And for some reason, my Cyborg 009 comics, I only have like from 5 on. And this is volumes 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got these to help fill out that collection. Great cover. And I also got the whole series of these what is this? Media Factory reprints of the Cyborg 009s. There's like 20 some volumes, and with just a few holes in the collection, I got this whole set of these. So I should have the pretty full collection of the Cyborg 009 stuff. There's just so many editions of it, it's hard to keep track of. Let's see what else we got over here. I found 2 more Leiji books. Islander 0, Islander 0, and Hyoryu Kansen, the 000. And this is kind of like a parody of Galaxy Express. I have different versions of these, but I don't have these versions, and I thought it would just be nice to have these versions, so I picked those up, especially for the crazy price that I got them at. I picked up Genma Taisen Harmageddon, and these are the animated movie. This is the comic version of the animated movie, so nice to have those. And I got these 2 volumes, Kamen Rider, so good stuff. I have a lot more of the ISHINOMORI basics down now. So I think that's it for him. I can switch to our next guy, who is NAGAI Gõ. And you can't speak of Go without Mazinger Z, Transfer Z, and I like this size volume. These are good, nice, solid, pretty good shape. So I got those. This is a weird one. Vampire Hot Springs. Welcome to Vampire Hot Springs. It must be some kind of joke. But anyway, got this. And I got this series, the Occult Club or Occult Group, and which I'd never heard of. And just with the word occult in there, I feel like, and I mean, look at that cover. How can you not want that? So got those. I got Mist Story, which also very demon looking character on the front. NAGAI Gõ, as I've said in other videos, is obsessed with Oni and demons, so glad to hang on to that. I used to have Devilman. I don't know why I don't have Devilman anymore, but I wanted to get him again, so I got Devilman, the collected Devilman in these thicker volumes. It's 5 volumes in the smaller. It's these 3 volumes, and then also New Devilman, so this kind of makes up the set. So glad to have those. Let's see what else. And last but not least, the NAGAI Gõ Sexy Comics collection, you know, because why not? They're sexy. And one last creator, Baron YOSHIMOTO. There were some other stuff here, but they were like series, and they weren't in the best shape. But I wanted to get, this is Daruma Kocho, like Principal Daruma. I have no idea what it's about. I guess he's a principal. Gunfighter, I have the digital version of this. I wanted, since it's in print, I want the print version. And then this is Revenger Fukushushi, and that just looks really good. And it also looks, since there's no number on it, looks like it's a one and done. So yeah, as you can see, I got a bunch of of stuff. I got a bunch of these vintage comics that I'm gonna have to figure out where they're gonna live. That is always the problem, isn't it? Isn't it? But what a wonderful problem to have, to be honest. Like I think I mentioned in the intro that I used to have dreams of finding a box of comics and then waking up and looking desperately, like where could they be? And not being able to find them and being bummed out. But here are 2 boxes basically of comics that are right here in my office whenever I need to peruse them. And it's the hard thing now is going to be like, where do I start? What do I read from? What's the first one I should check out? I kind of want to check out that manga club, like how to make your own manga club one. The Leiji stuff, I think there's still room on the shelf. It can just jump right on there, live on the shelf. So that shouldn't be much of a problem, except for the Otoko Oidon. That I don't know if I have this much room on the shelf. I might do, as some people say. I might do. Where to start? Where to start? If you have any suggestions, I'm open. I'm open to suggestions. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this one. Yeah. Hope to talk to you soon. Peace out. See you next time on Gaijin Guy.